Hey Preetham,
Hey Suraj, how are you, man?
surviving COVID.
Oh, long time no see, man.
Indeed, it's been really long, but what I see here is beautiful. Nice place, man.
True, this is my home turf, you know.
Wow.
How was the journey and how was the drive?
The journey was nice, no doubt about that, but the drive could have been better.
Why? What happened?
Well, you know, I drive a D segment sedan. Such beautiful places have difficult terrains, and I think I need an SUV. I need a little bit extra ground clearance.
You want SUV? I think so. I have a better idea. SAV for you.
What is a SAV?
Sports activity vehicle. You don't know about it? Let me show you. This is an SUV. But before I tell you about this, welcome to MWTV.
MWTV aims to excite, engage, and entice with premium content for premium cars.
So Suraj, I told you about this, right? So this is a BMW X1.
Is this new?
Yes, this is a LCI 2020 model.
Wow. What's new?
Previously, they used to give a normal headlamps. Now these are all LED. Plus, if you look at this, it has also LED fog lamps.
I really like those fog lamps. I love how they are out of your sight but powerful enough to light up when we are going on such terrain. Very beautifully and aesthetically integrated here, no doubt. And definitely I like these signature headlamps, and it's nice to have LEDs. But the most interesting aspect of a BMW.
Yeah, look at this grille. This is a toned down version of the BMW grille.
Did I just hear you say toned down?
Yes, if you see the BMW lineup, the grille size is increasing like anything. Okay, this is a toned down, which actually gives a very good aesthetic view to this X1.
You know what? I like that. I think this is the most bearable grille that I have seen in the recent batch of BMWs, and I think this might just grow on me.
Suraj, did you notice anything new over here?
I couldn't notice anything new from the facelift, but what I'm very curious to know about is the ground clearance here.
It's 182 mm.
Wow, that's nice. Those tires look impressive.
Yeah, those are 17 inches. Even the alloys are different.
What's this, Preetham?
This is actually a laser projected BMW X1 underneath. So you can see a X1 logo over here.
Beautiful. Some things are very well thought of, and I like how it's sculpted here.
Yeah, it actually well integrated with the back over here.
These tail lamps look beautiful. Are they LED too?
Yes, these are with the 2020 facelift model. Talking about practicality, look at the humongous 505 liters of boot space.
This is brilliant. This is what I would need to be able to go camping at a place like this. It would suffice for everything that one would need for this.
Yes.
Well, all that is nice, Preetham, but at the end of the day, it's a BMW.
Yeah, it's a BMW.
Can I really afford that? I am a family man.
Hey, don't be a minimal man, guy.
I get what you mean.
Let's hop in and check out the interiors. I'll showcase it to you.
Sure.
You drive.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. It's a turbocharged engine. It is going straight, it's going smooth. I could find my seat adjustment and most comfortable driving position in no time, thanks to the fact that it's got electronically controlled seat adjustment levers, as well as it's got memory preset seats.
True.
So I hope you don't mind. I like your car so much, I might just put my driving position as one memory.
There you can.
Oh wow, I did not notice that. Automatic climate control, that too dual zone, lovely. And it's a chiller, no doubt. So I love this display here that's floating up top. What is it? What's the size?
It's around 8 inch.
Nice. It's crisp. It's clean. I love how it's got a split screen where I'm able to see the map and I'm able to see the Apple CarPlay connected to your iPhone. I'm able to see the track, and I can see that here as well.
Regarding ambient lighting, you can change the color of the ambient lighting from blue to violet to green to red. It
Wow.
depends on the mood.
The car seems very well planted. It's comfortable. I can barely hear any of the diesel grunt inside. There is a bit audible outside, but it's so quiet in here. And the steering wheel is an absolute joy to hold with nice thick hum contours. This horn pad is a bit of a stretch for me, but it's a nice sounding horn without doubt.
Yeah, so basically if you look at the diesel platter, you can barely hear inside the cabin. That's what a guy who is sitting at the back seat will love. Okay, no engine noise, nothing. All the noise is filtered, and you have an absolute pin drop silence. Except the AC is blowing at a full speed, so you can hear the AC.
The seats are quite wide, the materials are good. I see this fall leather stitching on the dashboard. I see this lovely wood paneling here. It's lovely. It's a very nice comfy cabin.
Did you like the seats?
Seats are wide, there's lovely back support. I find adequate lumbar support, and it does kind of cushion. Although I feel the under thigh support could have been a little better,
Little better. That too, I agree.
and maybe some kind of a massage function, or at least cooled functions in this. Of course, the AC is a chiller, but still, maybe cooled seats not too much to ask for in this segment. Now that there are cars in a far lower segment than this one that seem to be offering that feature.
Yes, but that's the price you pay.
Pritham, I must tell you, I'm enjoying watching the rev counter and the speedometer here, but I don't know, I feel we are in the times where this deserves to be a nice digital display with a lot of information here and some more screens. Although I'm not a very screen guy myself, I'm in the car to drive, not watch TV, but keeping in terms with the times and the cost, I think there should have been some screens here.
Yes, so this is the starting version of BMW lineup. Okay, so maybe in future, maybe in 2021 or 2022, you can get a much richer feel.
I think I would look forward to that. It's a very nice clean display, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I can see the drive modes. There's Eco Pro, there's Comfort, there's Sport, but while I'm in the drive mode, I can't really see what gear my car is driving in. So this is a SAV. I would love to take it many places, but while there's no camera system on the ORVM, and like you said, there's no radar on the front grille, but I think there should have been a camera in the front grille, or if not, at the very least there could have been front parking sensors to help me maneuver a car of this size and length.
Yes, I agree. I would love to have this.
So it's a good comforting experience, and this drive is actually kind of getting me re-energized. But sorry to ask, Pritham, can I charge my phone somewhere?
Yes, you got 6 charging points in this car.
6?
Yes.
I counted 5. There's a 12 volt here, there's a USB and a 12 volt here, and I saw some lovely 2 USB-C charge points back there. Now
Yes.
that I was really happy to see. But you said 6.
Yes.
Where's the 6th one?
BMW has thought about everything. There is one in the boot.
I missed that, my friend. Lovely, that's nice. Would be useful to charge my for the tire inflator, or for the kettle on the trip, or for the vacuum cleaner. I do like to keep my cars clean, and this leather deserves to be kept clean. I agree, Pritham, it does grow on you, and what it actually represents is the fact that this is a global car by BMW, and I'll give you an example of that both sides the visors have a light, as well as when I look at this Bluetooth mic, I see there's a slot for it on the other side as well. So they
Yes.
can quickly adapt to the left-hand drive market, and I'm glad they've got a product like this in India. This is a beautiful car. I'm going over these smooth roads with this lovely environment around me, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this drive. I'm sure people in the back seat would appreciate the comfort.
Yes. This is mainly targeted to the millennials, okay, who wants to change from a sedan to a little like a crossover, or you can call it a sports utility vehicle, SUV kind of people. It is not meant to be a 7-seater. It is purely meant for a small family who has 2 kids and husband and wife who wants to travel some long distance.
So it's a nice car. I liked it, but depends. What does it cost?
It is 46 ex-showroom Mumbai.
So that would be about 52 on the road.
True.
Wow, 52 lakhs. I have some issues with it.
Okay, but if you look at the all-round package, it's a well-packaged car. You get German build quality, real tank like, plus it gets a good ride quality, and also it's a badge. You are entering the BMW badge.
Rhythm, I like the BMW badge, but I'm not okay with a BMW that's a pure front wheel drive, even though it's called a SAV. At the same time, at this price point, I am not very comfortable not getting those request sensors on the door, or not having a full digital display, or for that matter, there's so many small niceties missing, like there's no gear indicator, what gear I'm driving in, there's no Android Auto. Well, I mean, come on, I do use an Android phone. I like the Apple CarPlay, which does not seem to be changing its color as per the time. It wasn't very confidence inspiring around some corners. Sure, it had a good drive, it was well planted, but yeah, maybe it's nice for the family man who's upgrading from a D segment sedan and can look at a solid German with a good build quality. Sure. Thanks for introducing me to this one.
Yep, good point. Let's ask the audience, are they with you or are they with me, who are trying to enter the BMW territory?
What would you like to enter as the entry point for BMW in India? Is this in the SAV segment, a beautiful German, well-built, solid handling car? Or is there something more that you would expect? Is this not meeting your expectations? Do let us know.